B3, what up? We are live. I noticed a quick error on random.org when I typed in the list, so I'm just correcting it now. So bear with me for a second. I'm about halfway through the list of 600 names. I missed somebody and the numbers weren't right, so now I had to go back and I'm not like retyping the whole thing, but I'm retyping a good portion of it. So I didn't want to leave you guys waiting, wondering if I was going to go live while I finished typing this up. So just bear with me for a second. It's going to take me about 5 more minutes because it's numbering them all exactly to make sure that I don't miss any or leave any out. So time consuming, but just bear with me. $38, $39, $40, and then $45, $46, $47, $48. All right, so that one's done. Now on to Grigsy. 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why it does this to me when I type this up. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Gary Eck, Eaglefin is good. Christine Webb's good. The Honster is good. Goody goody almost. 7, 8, 9. I'm at 350 now out of 600, so almost there. About a little more than halfway. 15. I don't know what it is, but it messes up the numbering once I get over 15 on a certain person. Kind of annoying, but it shouldn't take too long to get it fixed. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And the last one is just 35. So that's done. Clavin, 5 and 6. Buchholz Sr., 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then 25. All right, so that's done. I'm into the 400s now, so almost there. It's moving quick. Tyler Haynes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tyler Haynes is updated. On to Harlan. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, Mama. 10. Harlan, 15. What's up, Mama? No, I'm just running the random for the free break. But when I typed it all up, I didn't realize that I missed a number for everybody. So now I got to go back and retype it.
Did you start yet?
No, this is just running the random for the free break. But I noticed that I didn't have the right amount of entries for everyone. Like it changed the numbers on me. So I have to retype it. It's like 640 names that I have to retype. But just like 5 through 10, 15 through 20, 25, it's only messed up like 5 and up in each, like 5, 10, 20, 30. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's weird. I don't know why it like changes the number on me. All right, Metzi, you're updated. Bogey, I'm on you now. 7. Oh, shakies.
Good. Just hung out with the bartenders
Nice.
and their significant others.
Oh, they were all there?
Yeah.
Nice. Um, 7. Come on. I'm on Jamie now. So like in the 400s. Yeah, I just got to run this and then I'll be done. I'm going to try to run the other break tonight, but if it gets too late, I might just push it to tomorrow. I got to see. Huh? I know. I wasn't intending to be this late, but of course the baseball meeting does what it usually does and dragged out.
Is Braden tell you what happened during the game? Not happened. It wasn't really that big a deal, but
No.
so when he got up to bat, second inning, he said the coach was like, "Everybody move in. He can't hit."
Oh yeah.
No, he didn't.
He didn't say he can't hit. He said everybody shift in, lead off. Everybody shift in because he's small. He's and then the first at bat he popped out to right field, like very short field.
Right.
So then the second time he got up there, he was like in. He barely made it out of the infield, and then he hit like a deep line drive over the left fielder's head for a double. Yeah, but I mean he's gonna face that his whole baseball career because until he grows. Because right now they look at him and he's just unassuming. Yeah. But what's funny is the first baseman was like, "Damn, my coach was wrong. That kid can hit." I was like, "Yeah, he's got quick hands. He doesn't have a lot of power, but like his bat speed is fast." So, like, it allows him.
He's pretty consistent.
Yeah. I mean, he's got.
I'm literally going to miss all of their games this year.
His on-base percentage is the best right now on the team. Yeah. But so is Mason's. Mason draws a lot of walks usually, but he's been hitting. He hit Colin Sanborn 3 times in one game.
Yeah. Well, last year he drew a lot of hits. This year he
drew a lot of walks last year. Yeah.
Last year. Yeah. This year he's only had 2 games, so I can't really tell.
Yeah, but he's been very active with his bat so far, which is nice.
Today's practice, Trey, I made him sit the whole practice because he wasn't listening.
Oh, God.
At all. And I said to him, I was like, if we're going to keep doing this, you're not playing soccer either.
Oh, snap. Did he get upset? Or was he fine?
He was fine. But I said that after, when we got home today.
Oh.
But I can do that with him. I can't do that with the other kids because the other kids were a hot mess today, too. All of them. All of them.
Usually we do practice up until like May, and then we just stop for coach pitch and t-ball. But like because they're still like so far behind, I feel it's not necessarily a bad thing to just do it once a week. But once we get to June, you kind of got to bail on it. And most of the parents are done with it at that point too.
Probably don't think now, to be honest with you.
They're probably feeling bad for you watching it.
Luke's mom came up to him, like, kind of scolded him today because he wasn't paying attention, and then Roman's mom was like yelling at him also. And she comes up to me after, she's like, "You have the patience of a saint." And I'm like, "Listen, I've coached a few teams now," and I'm like, "And I have 2 boys, so like,
yeah,
I get it.
I'm a pro at this point."
Well, not quite. Like it's aggravating, but
yeah, but you've got it down for the most part. All right.
Jackson's dad was that Shaky's mom?
Jackson's mom?
Jackson's dad.
Oh,
was
nice.
That Shaky's mom?
Nice. It's like, you need this.
He walked out and was like, "Thank you so much," but he was
like, so. All right, guys, numbers are corrected, so let's get into this random. Who we got in here? We got Andrew Thier. What up? Big Cat. What up? Scotty. What's going on, guys? All right, so I should have checked this before I went live. Well, before I got home and announced what time I'd get live, but of course I didn't. And then I realized it was taking much longer than I thought it would. So then I was like, well, I don't want to, oh, geez, why is it doing that? So weird that only on my phone does it make that weird lines. But yeah, I was like, I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So let me go live and at least explain what I'm doing. So where you see the little numbers like lamp and then like to the 1 power where it's the little number up top, it was fine. But when I got to like lamp 5 or 15 or 25 or 35 or any number over 5, it turned that number into like a box. and I had to retype. I don't know. It was weird. But anyway, we're just going to verify that there's the right number of spots. So I got my list here for everybody, and then we have the phone that shows it. So we're just going to go through and check. So we got Benny Lamp should have 30 spots. You got 1 through 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yada, 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 all the way to 30. So Lamp is good. That was easy because it's number 30. It's 30 on the left, so it makes sense. Then it gets tricky, so we just got to watch it. Trey Forsman should have 4, and he does. Joe Lurch should have 74. Our top spot to this quarter was Joe Lurch. Usually that's Aaron Wise's crown to wear, but that was Joe Lurch this quarter. So that was surprising, but not surprising at the same time because he had been snagging quite a few teams. So I kind of figured he'd be up there, but he's in the top spot at 75. The second highest spot is Aaron Wise, and she goes to 66. So you'll just see the numbers. I hope you guys are following along because I'm not reading them all, but you can see they're all there. Some are little, some are big. I don't know why it does that, but all the way to 66. And then you got Big Cat. Big Cat is coming in at 16. So that goes all the way to 16, followed by Box Break or Dustin Buchholz to 30. And you can see that goes to 23. And that goes to 23. And then you got 14 for Scotty. So 1 all the way to 14. Unky Boom should have 11. Ooh, geez. So Unky Boom to 11. Matthew Vanover goes down to 8. And then Ox should go to 24. That was one of our larger numbers. And then you got B3. The B3 spot went all the way to 48. I can't believe we kept 48 teams this quarter. That's way more than I would like to or usually do, but it's optic season. So we were having some fun too. But B3 going all the way to 48. Stanton Griggs coming in with 12. Eaglefin with 3. Gary was going through a move. He sold his house in Ohio, moved to Florida. So he was not as active this quarter because of everything going on. Usually his number's a little bigger. Christine Webb, that's Benny Lamp's misses, in at 4. The Honster coming in at 6. Then you got Goody Goody with another big number. That was 35. I believe he was the 4th highest this round. So Goody Goody all the way to 4 to 35. And then you got Travis Clavin in at 6. Michael Buchholz in at 25. That was another pretty big number. Tyler Haynes coming in with 10, followed by Harlan with 15. So there's Haynes to 10, Harlan to 15. Then you got Andrew Thier with 2. Steiner had 8. Then you had Scheffler with 1. Metzi coming in with 16, followed by Bogey with 13. Then you got Jamie O'Hara with another larger number of 20. Mike Haralambis after that with 12. And then we go to Jason Denault on page 2. Jay Denault had 9, followed by Chase Stoffel with 2. So Denault to 9, Stoffel to 2. Ryan Latimer has got 4, followed by Jay Vans to 2. There they are. Then you got Robert Avisha with 6. Then you got Travis Hammonds with 10. Then you got Vanessa likewise with 5. Mr. Larissa with 8. And then Brian Graves with 2. Schwartzy with 2. Ken Colora with 3. David Matt with 3. Then Corey Markle from Fat Uncle Breaks with 4. Then you got Butters with 3. And then Brian Friends with another really big number, 29. Although he entered late in the quarter, so his name is down the list. But you got B Friends with 29. And then after B Friends, you got Big Perk with 4, followed by Hilton with 1, and Jeff Spot Brown with 1. Then you got Wayne Mowery with 8. He was a late comer in last quarter, but he's been all over this quarter. Ryan Howitt with 1. Sirianni with 1. Jeff Kalagis with 3. Hammers with 3. And then Strickler rounding us out at 621 with 1. 621 total spots. So now the way that this works, we're going to run this random 8 times for Danny Dimes. And then once we do, the first 32 different names will get a team. So the first name to show up will get Arizona. Second name different name. So it can't be like, Ryan Howitt. It's got to be like Harlan Benner, Ryan Howitt. So the second different name will get Atlanta. The third different name will get Baltimore. Fourth different name will get Buffalo, and so on and so forth, all the way until we get our 32nd different name. The last person to make the cut arguably also gets one of the best teams. So kind of crazy how that works out this year with Washington, but that's how it's going to go. Let me get my my pen, because I'm going to need my pink pen to record the names, and then we're just going to run it, because we're going to still try to get the break off tonight. As long as we can start before like 12:30. If this thing goes past 12:30, we might have to kick 395 to tomorrow, but that's fine. We could do 395 tomorrow, and then we could do the free break on Thursday night or Friday night. We'll figure it out. I'm going to try to get to it tonight. That's why I want to try to stay on task here and get this done. But on the off chance that like this takes longer than I want it to, then we'll just, push to tomorrow night. But I really would like to do it tonight. I'm excited for this break. It's a color blast and downtown chase. So that's a lot of fun. I'm really excited for it. And I just saw Steiner pull a color blast in his last break for Eric Dickerson or Blake Corum. I can't remember which Rams running back it was, but that was awesome to see. So I kind of want to like get in on that, Why is this not coming into focus? There we go. All right, so what we're going to do is run it 8 times for Danny Dimes, and that'll give us our final order. So good luck, B3. Here we go. After 1, we got Aaron Wise up at the top and all the way down at the bottom, 600 names down. We had a great quarter, guys. You guys crushed it this quarter, 621. Our last random for the quarter before that was like high 300s, like 380. So we almost doubled what we did in the quarter. That's crazy. After 2, we got Ox up at the top, and then all the way down at the bottom is Travis Clavin. After 3, Jason Denault up top, and then all the way down at the bottom is Mr. Irrelevant, Benny Lamp. After 4, Be Friends in the top spot, and then all the way down at the bottom, Mr. Irrelevant is Benny Lamp. After 5, Hanster up at the top. Mr. Irrelevant could be Mrs. Irrelevant. Ms. Irrelevant. B3. After 6, top spot Metzi. And then Mr. or Ms. Irrelevant, Aaron Wise down at the bottom. After 7, top spot is Joe Lurch. And bottom, the irrelevant spot, Travis Hammonds. All right, so that's 7 times. You can see that notated right there. Here we go. Our last one, 8 times for Danny Dimes, going to give us our final order. Good luck, B3, on the freebie. The first spot going to Be Friends, locking it in. All right. The 588th spot for Brian Friends locks in as the first spot. So that's going to be Arizona. I'm going to write it as we go here. So we go in alphabetical order. Let me see if I can move this over just so I don't tip. There we go. So Be Friends on Arizona. Congrats, Brian, on your free spot. Maserati Marv. Chasing them. Remember the free break. 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. So a 4-year break. There really isn't many bad teams. All right, number 2, Aaron Wise. E-Dub, chasing Penix. Number 3, Goody on Baltimore. That's a good spot. A lot of good skill position players for Baltimore over those years. Number 4 is Metzi. So Metzi, who didn't have a lot of entries, snagging the Bills. Carolina, the next one going to go to Goody is a repeat. So that gets skipped. Let me move it a little closer so you guys can see it. There you go. So Goody is that 5th one. So it'll go to Vanessa likewise is the next different name. So Vanessa on Carolina. Congrats to you, Vanessa. On Chicago, the Oxter. Charles, Wiley, Oxendine chasing Caleb. Next one goes to Joe Lurch on Cincy, going after Burrow, T, Jamar. All of them are live in this, except for actually Joe Burrow might. There might be a 2020 product in this by the repack items. Ox again, that is a repeat. Wise again is a repeat. Box break, Dustin Buchholz on the Brownies. Remember, it's a 4-year break, so lots of players to chase. Up next is Dallas, the Cowgirls. Joe Lurch is a repeat. He's already in, so we go to the next one. Lurch again. Benny Lamp is the next different name, so he will go on the Cowgirls. Benny locking in a spot. Denver. Aaron Wise, Goody Goody, Metzi, all repeats. Lurch repeat. Goody Goody. Stoffel getting in on Bo Nix, and he only had 2 spots. So that goes to show you sometimes these, you jump at a break once a quarter, you got a chance. Christine Webb getting in on Detroit. Next different name. Next one up is the Packers. Aaron Wise, box break, Lurch, Thier. Andrew Thier, next different name up on the Packers. Then Houston. Be Friends, he's already in. Ox is already in. O'Hara getting in on Houston. Going after what's his face? CJ Stroud. Next one up, Robert Avisha on Indy. Going after AR. Next one up is the Jags going to Travis Clavin. Next one up, Tyler Haynes on KC. Nice snag there. Vegas going to Mr. Larizza. Next one up is the Chargers. Metzi friends. Struble on the Chargers. Scotty, congrats. You were starting to sweat a little bit there, I bet. Once you get halfway through, you're like, am I going to make the cut? Aaron Wise. Steinert in on the Rams. And he didn't have a lot of entries either, under 10. Jamie O'Hara, Benny Lamp, Lurch. I think they're all in. Yep. Tyler Haynes, Metzi, Eagle Fin with only 3 getting the fins. How fitting is that? Next one up, Brian Friends, Joe Lurch, Aaron Wise, Travis Hammonds on the Vikings. Nice snag there for Travis. Next up is the Patriots. B3 getting the Pats. We'll take it. That's a decent team. Mike Haralambis sneaking in on New Orleans. Next up is my G-Men. I wonder who's going to get them. Not Ox. Harlan. Benner on my G-Men. Next up is the Jets. Stanton Griggs, a.k.a. Griggsy, locking down the Jets. Next up is Philly. Kayvon Thibodeau says he's excited, not worried about Abdul Carter. Good, compete. Lurch, Wise, Hammonds, B3, Goody, Lurch, Big Cat, in on Philly. Nice snag there, Bradford. Goody, Wise, they're both in. B Friends is in, Big Cat's in, Metzi's in. Boo Coles Sr. on the Steelers. Both Boo Coles in. Ox, O'Hara, Lamp, Box Break, Lurch, Buchholz, Big Cap, Box Break, Robert Avisha, Lurch, Ox, Wise. They're all in already. O'Hara, Howitt on San Fran, the Howitzer. Nice snag there. Now, Howitt, I can tell you for certain, only had one entry. He had one, and he made it. I see names in the chat. I want to see if you guys have snagged the team. Thier, you got one, so you're good. Big Cat, you're good. Struble, you're good. So you guys in the chat have gotten a spot. The Honster looks like it's the next name, but I think he already got one, didn't he? No, that was Ox. So the Honster getting in there. Number 88 on Seattle. We got 3 spots, 3 teams left. The Honster making the cut. We're on to Tampa. Butters on the Bucks. Butters sneaking in. I think he may have gone on a little hiatus. I haven't seen his name in a hot minute, but he'll be happy to see he got in. Friends, Wise, Goody, Metzi, likewise. Ox, Lurch, Box Break, Lamp, Stoffel, Webb, Thier, O'Hara, Avisha, Clavin, Haynes, Larissa, Struble, Stein, Eaglefin, Hammonds, B3, Haralambus, Benner, Grigsy, Big Cat, Buchholz, Howitt, Honster, and Butters. Did I say Honster twice? No. All right. Yeah, we're there. We got 2 spots left. Tennessee and then Washington. So the next different names, Lurch, Wise, Friends, David Matt in on Tennessee. So David Matt sneaking in. He didn't have a lot of entries last quarter either. All right, the last spot, the Washington spot, is going to go to the next different name. Somebody is going to make the cut here at the end. Who's it going to be? I see some names missing right now. That's surprising. Wise, Haynes, Trey Forsman is the next different name to pop on Washington. Big hit for Trey. All right. So it took us to the 96th name. 100 would have been the next name to hit, would have been Ken Calora. So he was just off. But let's go back and just double check and make sure. So we'll go by different names. We got Friends on Arizona, Wise on Atlanta, Goody on Baltimore, Metzi on Buffalo, Carolina was Vanessa likewise, Ox was Chicago, Lurch was Cincy. The first 8 names were different names. Then Ox repeated, Wise repeated, but then Box Break got on Cleveland. Lurch, Lamp, Wise were all Lamp was the next different one. Lurch, then Lamp. So he was on Dallas. Then Wise was a repeat. Goody was a repeat. Metzi, Lurch, Goody. Stoffel was the next different. He would have been on Denver. Then Webb was the next different on Detroit. Then Thier was the next different one on Detroit, on Green Bay. O'Hara would have been the next different one. There it is on Houston. Then Avisha on Indy. Then a couple repeats there. Then Clavin on the Jags. And then a couple repeats down to Haynes on KC. So we're right 1 through 16. Unky Boom. What up? Larissa on the next different name. That was Vegas. And then Scotty Struble was the next different one on the Chargers. And then after that, you had Stein and then Eagle Finn after a little jump. Yep. And then we had Travis Hammonds come in and then B3. Then you had Mike Haralambus, all one after the other. So Larissa was the Raiders. Then Struble was the Chargers. Then Stein Rams, Eagle Finn, Miami. Hammonds was the next one out on Minnesota. Then B3 was on the Pats. Then Mike Haralambus came out. He was on the Saints. Then Harlan came out on the Giants, then Grigsy on the Jets. Then there were some repeats of Lurch, Wise, and Hammonds again, as well as B3. So we're looking for the next different one, which would have been still repeats Big Cat Bradford. Okay, and then he was on the Jets, on Philly after Grigsby on the Jets. Then Buchholz Sr. popped out, and he was on Pittsburgh. Then you had the Howitzer, which was the next different one. God, that was a lot of repeats. Avisha Lurch. Yep, there it is. So Howitt was the next different one to come out on San Fran. Then the Honster came out on Seattle, and then Butters on Tampa. Then a repeat. David Matt on Tennessee. Repeat. Forsman on Washington. So we got it right. There is our final list. Just curious if any of the big entries. Lamp had 30. He got in. Lurch and Wise both got in with 74 and 66. Big Cat got in with 63. Buchholz had 23 entries. He got in. Scotty had 14. He got in. Ox had 24. He got in. B3 had 48. They got in. 35 for Goody. He got in. Buchholz Sr. at 25. He got in. Haynes and Benner both at 10 and 15. They got in. Metzi with 16 got in. Bogey with 13 left out. Unky Boom with 11 left out. Those are the only two so far with more than 10 entries that got left out. O'Hara got in. Haralambis got in. They had 20 and 12. Anyone else over 10? Travis Hammonds had 10 entries. He got in. Brian Friends at 29. He got in. So everyone except for Unky Boom and Bogey. Now, Boom, Bogey, you guys had more than 10. But you missed out. So, Boom, same thing with last quarter. I'm going to hook you up, brother. I'm going to figure it out. I'll get you guys out like a free hanger or something. You guys were just over the double-digit mark. You were specifically at 10. Bogey, or you were at 11. Bogey was at 13. So, but everyone else with more than 10 entries got in. So, that's pretty good. When I look at it and I go, okay, we have, however many it is, 50, 51 different entrants, and these 18 have more than 10. I'm like, all right, these 18 should, hypothetically speaking, get in. And then if they don't, even though they're in double digits, I feel kind of bad because they did contribute a lot. Sometimes, I'll hook it up. I'll see sometimes people are close to, they're on the cusp. Maybe they have like 8 entries or 9 entries and they didn't get in, and I'll send you guys like a free pack or hanger, like a hanger pack. So I'll work it out. If you guys had a large number of entries and you missed, I don't want you guys to get nothing. So I'll take care of you. Yeah, Unky Boom, shut out again, dude. That's crazy. All right, what I'm going to do is take a picture of the list, post it into the comment section for the free break, and then open up the trade window. And then I'm going to basically reset this thing and try to come back live. If I can get the stream right back up, we'll just dive right into 395. Break 395. Yes. There is still 2 teams available for break 395. You've got the Saints, which are up there for 33. I'd let them go for 30. And Seattle, which is up there for 19. So if anybody is looking for a team for the break that's going to start in a few, Saints 30 and Seahawks 19. Let's try to get it closed. If not, I'll keep them. All right, B3, I'm going to shut this down and then come back for break 395. I will see you soon. B3, we out.